Hey, welcome
Hi.
everyone.
Welcome,
Today
everybody.
is yeah. See, today is not the banner I want to show. Okay, I guess it is. Yeah, welcome to episode 17, Fleet News Events and Lower Decks. So we'll have a little bit to cover. Sorry we weren't on last weekend. That is totally my fault.
That's okay. Life happens. But what did y'all think about the little countdown? Was it nice? We have 7 people, which is kind of
Yeah.
different than normal.
Scott, are we talking to 7 people right now?
I mean, minus 2 of those because I know somebody
Oh,
who's on both. But
oh come on,
yeah.
that's probably Scott, Scotty, Scott.
But yeah, how did y'all
Yeah, I
like the
liked
little
it.
countdown? Was it nice?
I
Some
liked it.
groovy music.
Oh wow. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. We went down to 4. I guess they didn't like the Scott comment. We can put that on me.
I see how it is. Maybe they just want to listen to jammy music. I
Awesome.
wanted to do a shout out real quick.
Please.
My friend Stephanie, she's the one who did that little countdown,
Hmm.
and she has a website. It's Midnight Media. Midnight. Now I forgot their own. I forgot what it was called. Midnight Sky Media
There you go.
is her thing. So if y'all need any animations, hit her up.
Yes. All right. So, hey, look, we have a comment already. John
Oh,
says,
John, he says nice and lovely.
"Yeah,
Awesome.
John, I really like your shirt. I want to get one of those,
Yeah.
so I can put these on it. Sort. Well, yeah, I guess I can put these on it.
Yeah.
I mean, the shirt I'm wearing today, it promotes another podcast.
So, what's wrong with that? I wear Priority One podcast all the time. Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Though I'm really behind on their podcast. I need to listen to them, but yeah.
I like Scott's shirt too.
Yeah, thank you. It's
That's
actually
actually
from
a cruise shirt.
yep.
That's a cruise shirt.
It's one of
Mhm.
the ones you can get in the Federation Trade Post or their,
Post.
their gift shop.
So
Okay.
it's like the outline, but it has all of the cruise ports on it. If you
Mhm.
can't see it from here, because it's kind of far away, but yeah.
All right, guys. So, like I said, I am sorry that we weren't live last week on a podcast, but we were live and testing out a new feature that we plan on bringing soon. So,
Mhm.
our first topic we're going to move into is fleet news and our first test run event. Now, it was last minute. We told everybody, I think, the week before that we
Yeah.
were wanting to do it soon, and we were trying to figure out a time. And then what ended up happening with our schedules, like I already felt bad because we ended up canceling Wednesday to
Mhm.
move it to Friday, and then for those who don't know or who weren't actually a part of the event last Friday, um, my daughter was a little homesick. She was missing mom and dad, and so we flew out to go see her in Spokane. Because the reason she left is she went to her cousin's birthday. There's 2 of them, and she wanted to see them, and we made a special trip out there, which was an interesting experience going through TSA and yeah. But hey, and the good news about that, I did get first class tickets, which never happens.
Hey, that's kind of
Yeah.
fancy.
Oh, it was only like $20. That was the difference. Like I would have
Really?
never bought it. Yeah, $20 to upgrade to first class.
Yeah, but how was it sitting in the airplane with mask on the whole time?
Didn't bother me. Didn't bother me at
Not
all.
bothering me as much.
No, I mean it was late at night. I was so I'm not trying to promote, but I will, I guess, a little bit. But YouTube Premium, for those who don't have it, I recommend it. Yes, I know. Besides the ads, and you guys use the ad blockers, but besides that little feature, another thing YouTube will allow you to do is to pre-download videos. So because of that, I could play music. I had a couple things I could listen to. So that whole 45, well, it's supposed to be like an hour and 15 minutes, but they ended up cutting it down to like 45. They just took a higher elevation, came down because our plane was 20 minutes late, so they wanted to make up time.
Typical.
Which,
Which
yeah,
is crazy because I was watching what is it? Miami's airport, or like they were like following around airport people in Miami, and they get charged, they get dinged if they don't get those planes out on time. Which is crazy because I don't know about you, but it feels like every time I'm on a plane, somebody's flight is delayed for some reason.
All right, so that's why we didn't go live.
Hmm.
I kind of upset my co-host with that because I made that decision. I want to take full blame. Okay, guys, I'm admitting it now. It was my fault. I went onto the Fleet 31 website that morning. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do a podcast, so let's go ahead and run the Fleet Test event. And then I just spammed as many Fleet members as I could possibly find. Like, can you join us tonight? For you guys who joined us, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So for those who couldn't join us, we miss you. We hope that you will join us in our next event, which will actually be official.
Yes.
But and we'll plan it out. So it's not gonna be like we're gonna tell you last minute, like please join us. Sorry for last minute. No, we did. We went out and I think at one point we had probably like 9 people on.
I think
But
Well,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then but the numbers kept bouncing back and forth. So I mean, and I'm kind of glad we did it because we learned a couple valuable lessons about Zoom.
Hmm.
First one being that when you're using a Zoom call, make sure you're logged into the right account. And for
Yep.
those who use more than one Zoom, like for example, my daughter's in a troop, my son's in a troop, you know, 2 different troops. Now I have my own Zoom. That when we first started it, I was logged into, I guess, one of the troops, and the 45-minute time frame came up, and we had to stop and invite everybody back in.
Yep. It was. We learned, and
Yeah. No, go ahead, Jenny. I wanted to hear you say what you had to say.
I forgot. Well, I don't know what I was gonna say now.
We learned a lot, is what I want to say. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Zoom, but Zoom is basically a video conference that you can get together. Our current membership level only allows up to 100 people, but I don't think we're going to be hitting those kind of numbers.
If we
So
hit 100 people, that'd be freaking amazing.
it would be, and
It
then
would be.
But also, I personally don't like more than whoever people. I hate when you go on Zoom calls and you have to flip between pages. That gets really annoying.
I do it all. I do it every Monday and Tuesday in Scouts.
Oh, because some people stay on the same page, so you think you're looking at new people, but actually it's the same people, and
Hmm. I
it
guess
is.
whoever's talking will have the primary screen on them, and if you have multiple people, so for you guys who don't know, with Zoom, do not leave your mics on. The first thing about Zoom etiquette is that you turn your mic off unless being spoke to. It's always the host and the co-host are doing all the talking, and then you can bring other people on, and then when you have something to add, in a small group like we were doing, it was totally fine to just a break in, but you would
Yeah.
raise your hand or you do something else, and then they would,
Uh, it all depends on what type of Zoom you're joining.
yeah.
Because I
So
join Zoom usually on Sunday nights for my cruise group, and we just all just talk.
over each other.
Hmm. It
Okay.
works just fine.
So those in the fleet, and we could try both ways. We could try having everybody talk over each other and just hopefully use professional etiquette. Like if one person's talking, then don't talk, over somebody else. But we'll see.
It works out pretty well. Like I said, it all depends on what Zoom you're on and
Yeah.
what group you're in.
Well, in Scouts, it's one person talks and everybody else
Yeah.
listens. And
Yeah,
then
because
it
it's more like a teaching setting than like you're just getting out and talk with your friends setting.
yeah, I'm kind of hoping that with this, maybe in the future, we can incorporate some of the council into the
Yeah,
Zoom calls. That'd be
Hmm.
kind of nice. Even if for those who don't feel comfortable having the webcam on you, pointing the webcam,
you can just do
or
this.
having a mic on you, right? You can go into Zoom. You don't even have to chat in either of those. They have a built-in chat program. You
Hmm.
can text the whole entire time. So there are other options for you. I would love to maybe try to do a CEO council vote. But speaking of CEO stuff, I do want to announce, even though we haven't made it public yet.
Yeah, I get to know first. We know, but
So does the
y'all don't know
council.
yet.
So does the council.
Okay, the council
So
is good. That's true.
yeah. So one of the things that the fleet council has passed by a pretty reasonable margin is we're making changes to the fleet, guys, for the
Hmm.
better. We're gonna try to be more open, more communication. What I mean by that is, so usually what happens is we'll bring something up to the COs, then we will discuss it for 7 days. If it needs to go to a vote, we'll send it to a vote. Otherwise, we just pass it and we usually just move on with the information. And you guys are none the wiser. You know, I want to change that. I want to bring you guys into things. So one of those steps into the CO council is like, I guess maybe what 4 years ago when this was happening, We were up to like 34 chapters.
Mhm.
So right now, guys, I want to let you know we're only have 19 chapters, so we did lose a few between the last like 4 years before I became CEO. I don't know why all of them left. I can just tell you that a lot of it was just
Things happen.
maybe yeah, things happen. Maybe the
Mhm.
fleet was too slow. So you guys got to remember, like before COVID-19, we were really working on trying to get the fleet advanced again, and then COVID happened, and I got to give credit where credit's due. Steve's like, "Hey, you should try this," and what I'm talking about is this podcast. It's what he's doing in his script to get everybody word and communication, and that's what I'm trying to do here too. I promise you, we are not a complete copy of Starfleet International. As much as
No.
I like those guys, we are not. Um, but on the same token, talking about fleet news and talking about being more open communication to the leadership, there used to be a two-tier voting system. So the COs would discuss something according to the way that the governance was written up, which is our rules, our bylaws. You would have to take all your COs, use your sector commanders, and then get your sector commanders to talk to the COs to find out how they wanted to vote. The first thing I did when I first joined as the fleet commander is like I temporarily suspended that and took us back to the old school of voting. I never agreed with it. I never liked the executive council. The executive council is made up of the fleet commander, your deputy fleet commander, your sector commanders, you know, and those people casted all the votes on behalf of you on minor things. So like, oh, we want to do this on a daily thing. Okay, we have to take it to them. Now, major things we could still vote on, but there was nothing. But probably like in the last maybe 6 years, we've had no major voting things. Period.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It was kind of pointless. It's like you're taking the voting power and abilities. I felt that away from the COs and putting it on more someone else. I understand they were trying to give the sector commanders actually an official job, something to do, but Jenny and I are going to be working on that next. We're going to try to figure out how we can repurpose the sector commanders and make it more
Mhm.
useful and utilized. But first step to this whole process was to get rid of the executive council. For the time being, I do have it open as a chat area only, just like I do in Discord. There is a fleet staff chat um, chat group, but that's all it is. It's a discussion. I still will recommend most people use, as far as the leadership team goes, most people use the CO Council area for the fleet and whole. We're going to use the Fleet 31 Facebook page or the Fleet 31 general chat in Discord.
Mhm.
And I guarantee you, if one thing happens in one, we will make sure it gets sent over to the other one. So should probably make a note of that to talk about the resolution past Jenny. So
Okay.
we'll do
Yeah.
that. So that is the major fleet news that we have right now.
Yeah.
We are also currently in discussion about a. I don't like to use the word merger because that's not what it is.
They s-
It's the way it seems like it's coming across, and I really don't like that. We're talking about a fleet ambassadorship, Starfleet
they called
International.
it a treaty, and
Yeah.
I don't like that term either.
So I've been keeping my opinion about this whole thing private. I wanted to give the CEOs plenty of time to.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You have to give him. He froze again.
Okay,
Hope you. Hold on. There you go.
okay. But now I want to open it up to you guys, the player base, because we already decided, Jenny and I, that we're not going to vote on this. We're just going to get the
Yeah.
feedback of the CEOs. Now I want to give it a little bit more time and give some of the feedback from maybe the player base as a whole. The idea is that they want us to join them on like official conferences and will be officially recognized. But in my opinion, we're already officially recognized. Every time Steve does his podcast, if I go on there, I'm always recognized as Vice Admiral
As
J.L. Galloway, Fleet 31, commanding officer. It's like, and I don't know,
yeah,
but
they said they're gonna help us recruitment and some other things, and I don't know. It feels like they're trying to merge us in, make SFI bigger.
mm,
But
that
like
was
I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to keep my opinion open. I want everybody else's opinion. But yeah.
that's what you want all your opinions. As fleet commander and fleet deputy commander, we
Mhm.
definitely have our own opinions about this. But I want to be fair. I want to be open. I want to, talk about communication. I got the CEO's input, and
Mhm.
I'll be honest, it was a little mixed. I'm not going to point out names. I'm not going to do any of that, but it was a
Nope.
little mixed. So now, because we don't have an exact answer one way or another, I kind of want to open up to you guys, the player base, and see if you can give us some more information or feedback on what you think of this possible idea. So one of the perks they were talking about is like being officially invited to their fleet conference, which is like in Florida in 2021. We would have our own table area. It sounds like I would be able to get up and do a speech if I wanted to. I mean, if this is something you guys are interested in, please let us know. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
something not, that's fine too. But you know, the thing I want to make clear, and so do some of the other CEOs, is this is not a merger, not even by any means. And before we get any feedback, please remember that some of our CEOs that are still in the chapters are also part of SFI. So let's keep this nice. Let's keep this professional,
Mhm.
and let's be respectful. Speaking of professionalism, and we'll discuss it. Do you guys have anything to add about Fleet News or?
All 7 of you. I know the 7 of you, or I know at least there's 5 of you watching.
No, the only thing I was going to
It
do
could
real
be
quick
CEOs.
is if anybody needs it, again, here's the Discord link.
Mm.
Should be coming through in a minute. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay. Now the other fleet news that we have is no, we want to plan something out, but I guess we can move into it now. We want to plan out a fleet night.
Yeah.
Now the last fleet night we had, which was a test run, it was completely unofficial. We wanted to test it out. We wanted to work on some of the bugs. I think we got it down now. So, do you have something to write this down, Jenny? Because we're gonna need to remember this. We're gonna
Uh,
have to have a poll. Maybe we'll do a poll, or maybe we'll just have a topic on our
yeah.
41 Facebook page. When would be the best night that both of you guys think you can make it to the fleet, uh, a Zoom call? Now, for me, usually in the evenings are the best time. Jenny might be the other way around, depending on what day she's working.
Yeah. But I already told you, I'll most likely will ask the day off just so I'm here for anybody and
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about trying to work and leave y'all hanging and all this stuff. But yeah, just let us know. Preferably, I would think the weekend. Most people would probably be better on the weekend.
I think so too, but
Yeah, I do too. Probably like evening on a weekend, maybe.
you know, one of the things we will plan on doing again is probably more prizes. I
Mhm.
would like to thank. He was on earlier. Do I still have his comment? I would like to thank this guy, John Hardy, for winning our unofficial
Yeah.
event. We had a Kahoot call or a Kahoot video game played, and the
Yep.
prize was an Amazon virtual gift card. John, I hope you spent that. Hello, Brian. Do you want to leave this meeting? Do I want to
Uh,
leave?
it's our podcast, or do you want you to leave because we were just talking about it? You don't have to make a comment since you're with SFI. It's fine. We just want a whole of the group. Most of our watchers tend to watch. Most of our viewers are afterwards. So.
Yeah. A lot of our playback, we've been seeing
Mhm.
the pullback numbers is they watch afterwards.
Yep.
No, Brian, I'm trying to be nice, be professional about it. I have no issues with Starfleet International.
No.
Personally, I've been on your guys' podcast several times with Steve. Been friends with Steve for 18 plus years, and I want to open it up. I got mixed reviews from the CEOs. Now, I want to open it up to the player
Oh,
base and find out how they.
he
Oh,
he wants to.
I think you want to know if we want. No,
No, he does. He
we're
does.
always.
He want him to lead the meeting. No, you don't have to. Nope. We're just opening it up.
Hmm. Yes, Steph.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh,
he must be
nice.
talking about the gift card.
Yeah.
Jenny, we have like a 15-second delay
Yep.
between the time we ask something and the time they actually get it. So John Hardy, as we said, won our first game. It was on Kahoots. I don't remember how many he got, but he actually came from behind, if I remember correctly,
He did.
Yeah.
and he stole the show. So the thing about Kahoots, guys, is it's a random number set of questions, and it's based on how fast you answer the question and if you get it right.
I have it ready to go. So if anyone wants to try it, it's no prizes this time.
No prize.
But I mean, I don't want because Scott and John have
What are the Fleet
seen.
Commander's bunny
Mhm.
again?
I don't. Well, Scott and John have seen the questions and they know the answers.
This
My
is
wife
why.
said she'll kill me.
But the 8 other people or 7 other people who are watching, if y'all want to play Kahoot,
Jen says that are you trying to get me killed? But Jenny says yes because in that way she can be the fleet commander.
no, I don't want that yet. No, I'm good. Do you see how much gray hair Jay has? That's probably part kids, part fleet commander.
Hi, Nathaniel. Nathaniel is pretending to be Jay Galloway.
I see that.
Well, so why am I saying hi to myself? Okay.
But anyways, if y'all want to play Kahoot,
Yeah.
just let us know in the chat, and I have it all ready to go if y'all want to try it out.
Oh, is it the same game?
Same game.
Sorry, John.
I don't have
If it's
time
the
to do a
same
new
game,
one.
if it's the same game, John, I wouldn't be. You would have to exclude yourself.
Yep.
I
Like you
definitely
can still
would.
play, but
Yeah, but you'd
I
exclude
had-
yourself from the reward.
I haven't made a new one. You know how hard to make Kahoot games are? Trying to think of questions that are hard but easy all at once.
Guys, I got an idea. We should really make this hard on Jenny. Maybe we should make her do 30 questions.
It'd be like, who is the main engineer of Voyager? Who is the main engineer of TNG?
No, I can see it now. What fleet commander sucks for making me write out 30 questions? Is
I
it
was gonna
Jay?
do a Fleet
Is it Ed?
31 one,
Is
but
it is it Cam? Is it Mike?
Simon, really, dog? Somebody wants to join us.
I can watch all 30 questions be about how horrible of a person I am.
No,
Or
Jay's
on a scale of,
he's
on a scale of
okay.
10. No, on a
So
scale of 4. How
Jay does scare us sometimes.
This is true.
I
He
scare
does.
you?
Yeah.
I scare you guys?
Uh-huh.
Yep,
Why? Just because I decided to go to sleep for 24 hours?
yep, and not say anything. Sorry, we're bringing up behind the scenes chat stuff.
So, for those who don't know, Jenny and I do just talk to each and Scott, we talk to each other pretty much on a daily basis. But I had a new hire that never showed up on Wednesday, which kind of threw everything for a loop. So the new hire never showed up. I went to bed thinking everything was fine. My graveyard guy, who's supposed to have the day off, ended up getting called in. Then I talked to him. He's like, I would really like Thursday off. I'm like, okay, I'll cover it for you. You know, the guy's already working. It's like people deserve their days off. So then, excuse me, I ended up working the shift. I forgot to tell Jenny what happened. Next thing you know is, I disappear for 24 hours.
Yeah, and it's really
Yeah.
weird because Jay and I we talk a lot. I don't even
Yeah.
realize we talk a lot. And when I don't hear from him, when you talk to somebody for a lot and you don't hear from them, you start to worry.
Yeah. Jen, why
Yeah.
are you yelling?
I did. I replied back, sorry, I found out later.
There's my son. Wow. You didn't realize we're live, right, Jen? Do you want me to send a link to your video to your phone so you can join us? Then stop texting my co-host.
She's still not texting me.
Oh,
I have no
you're
text message yet.
Oh, Facebook message, whatever you call it.
What's my names?
Hey, Brett.
Evening, Brett.
This is Revning.
It says Reveling, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nice tonight because I screw up on words all the time too.
Words are hard.
Mhm.
Hey, it's Ed.
Ed,
Man.
we were just discussing you.
Whoops, I was trying to do it and then
Yeah, Ed, we were just discussing about who is like the worst fleet commander for making Jenny write out 30 questions. By the way, Ed, the answer is me, in case you're wondering. But I did mention your name. I'm gonna own up to it. Ed actually, for you guys who
That's
don't know Ed, he was one of our retired fleet commanders. Great guy, great
Mhm.
person. His chapter did leave a couple years ago. Really sad to see him go, but I'm glad he's here joining us tonight to be part of the show. And Ed, wow, Ed.
Wow.
So you see why
Nope, he
Commander
froze
thing.
again.
It's a fleet commander thing. We're the best. Someday it'll be your turn, and you'll be the best. And you'll be the best, Jenny.
No. I don't want that task.
You'll be like Star Trek Discovery's Laurel. You'll be like, call me mother.
I want to be Tilly, okay?
Killy or Tilly?
Ooh. I wanted to be Tilly trying to be Killy. Wait, is that season 1 or season 2?
Stop
I
that,
don't know.
Nathaniel.
That is.
I don't know what I'm talking about, the shoe and the tongue.
Mhm.
I want to go up there and go, don't make me cut off your tongue, you lick it with my shoe, or something like comment. Oh my gosh. I love
Yeah.
that scene.
Brett, I know exactly what you mean. I'm old and I can't type either. Which sucks
Words
because
are hard.
I do a lot of writing, so I always have to use spell check. Spell check is your best friend.
Words are hard.
Yeah. Nathaniel, please don't do this again.
I'll be right back, guys.
There,
Hold on.
I gave him his 5 seconds of fame. Hi, Scott.
Hey,
Now
Jay.
that Jenny's gone, let's talk about all the good stuff. Actually, guys, no, Jenny's pretty good. We don't
Yeah,
have
she
any
is.
gossip on her. But I can't move us to our next topic yet.
I know, not until she comes back.
I know. So, what do you think of the Fleet Night? You moderated it for us.
I did. I liked it.
Hmm.
I had a lot of fun doing it.
Okay, sorry guys. I had to take care of my dogs.
They are still alive, right? Okay, we're moving on. So I think we'll go into our first topic here. So for anybody who has not seen Lower Decks, Jenny doesn't
Wait.
know if she can. I'm blaming this on you. And then I'm gonna blame me. Hang on, we'll get to that.
Okay.
We don't feel like we could talk about it without potentially spoiling it. So with that said, I would recommend covering your ears for like 5 seconds while we play something for you. Ow. Even with my fingers covered, that still hurts.
It's not that. No, it does not. But that is a warning. We gave you plenty of warning. Also, that spoiler alert warning
We
was
should
by
wait
my.
at least 15 more seconds. But go ahead, plug your friend.
That was my friend Stephanie. She made that for us from Midnight Sky Media.
John Hardy says he hasn't seen it. John, man, we got 8 people. I don't want to scare people away. Are you sure we can't discuss this without spoiling?
I'll try not to.
Is it a minor spoiler or is it a major spoiler?
I just don't know. I just want to talk about it, so I don't want to accidentally spoil something when we're talking about it. I would try my best not to spoil anything.
Guys, this is why I recommend it. Yeah, this is Star Trek. Wait, what's Brian saying? It's better than Picard. You take that back, good sir. You take that back. I love Lower Decks. I really do. Just like
I love Lower Decks too, but
Picard is better. It goes Picard, Discovery, then Lower Decks for the new series. Lower Decks would actually be lower on my list if we included all the series. But that does not mean I don't
love new
love
series.
Lower
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If somebody has asked me how to put all the, I don't know if I can put them all in together now, like in order. Well, it's been out for 3 weeks now, Ed. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, Ed said something?
He said it's best hold off for a week to avoid spoiling. It's been out for 3 weeks now.
No, but the new episode's only been out a day.
So you don't have to talk about the new episode, which I really want to, because that's like the best.
I want to talk about.
I know.
That's the only episode I want to talk about. My wife just yelled at me. She's like, "Don't you dare!" because she hasn't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
Honey, I
We
know what we're
were
doing after tonight. We're watching. Yes, we are. It'll be my 4th time watching it. Oh, fine. We'll discuss the first 2 episodes. Jen, have you seen this first 2 episodes? Okay, fine. It's still a spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen it.
I'll try
And
my
if you-
best not to spoil it, but I'm just gonna keep a warning just in case.
First thing I want to say about this show is I love, first of all, for all you doomsayers out there and negators, I'm gonna say the same thing. Try to say to you every single series that you're completely wrong on. You're completely wrong.
Wrong.
You know, I actually had a friend earlier when we were backstage before we went live today, Jenny. Remember I was telling you about my friend Howie?
Yeah.
He didn't want to watch the series because he heard about the reviews and he saw some of the animation. He's not a fan of Rick and Morty. I'm like, and I said, and you call yourself a Trekkie? Oh, I gave him a guilt trip. He's like, fine, yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
watch it.
I'm not a big fan of Rick and Morty in general, but I still enjoyed it.
No, I'm saying, so I gave him a little bit of a guilt trip, and then he watched it, and he wants to finally give me his review. He's like, you're right,
Yeah.
Jason, it's bad. That's all he told me so
I
far.
do have a friend who I told her not to watch because I know it's not gonna be her type of a Trek, but that's different. I know what she likes, and I know what her opinions are,
Mhm.
so I know she's not going to really like this.
Well,
But that's different.
so Star Trek Lower Decks,
hmm
without spoiling, takes place in the 2380s. It's between the Next Generation and technically between Picard series, the new Picard series.
Yeah.
Now, the thing I will say about Lower Decks is it's not meant to be taken seriously.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's a fun show. Go ahead, Scott.
I was going to say it's essentially Trek making fun of itself in a very lighthearted way.
And I'll even go one further than that, Scott. Not only is it making fun of itself in one way, but it gives so many Easter eggs and it ties in the other series.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Every episode is Easter egg happy.
Just 1 second, babe. Look who's on.
Addie.
Addie. Sorry, or Michelle. Addie is our friend from
Sorry,
our
don't do
Star
that.
Trek. Addie is our friend from our Star Trek Online fleet we're a part of. So,
Thank you for joining us tonight.
anyways.
Yeah. So
So the
there's
first
Easter eggs.
episode, I'm gonna just say it's very hyperactive.
Mhm.
And that's gonna be weird, but the other 2 episodes afterward were not as hyperactive as the first episode.
You want to know why I think that is? You have all these characters and they have to introduce them. And
Yeah.
every character needs to have the wow factor. It makes you want to hook and sink them.
Well, and they only had what 24 minutes to get all that in anyway, so they kind of had to smush a whole lot together.
Brian,
Sorry.
you called it STD or STLD. Okay, that's fine.
They're calling it the lower deckers. That's what I heard. Some people call it the lower deckers. Yeah, I don't know, but okay.
Yes, I did.
Sidetracked, ranted. I'm going to go into change. We don't call everything ST. We don't call it ST Void. We just call it Voyager or VOY. We don't say ST DS9. We say DS9.
Enterprise
So,
TNT. No Star Trek series has ever started with the acronym ST in it.
Mm-hmm. Discovery, they're calling it Disco.
Well, they call it DS. The official acronym is
DSC. But most people call it Disco.
But they don't call it Discovery or DIS because that's already copyrighted by Discovery Channel.
So most people call it DSC, or most people just type Disco.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Is taken. That's true. Yeah. That's why I think they're calling it Lower Deckers. They're just gonna have to say, TOS is the original series.
Yeah.
So I sidetracked there. I just wanted to make a comment about that because people were saying that.
So the thing I like about the series, before we go into it too much, is it is a lot of Easter eggs. Every episode is an Easter egg. That is part of the fun in watching the show. Now, we already said we're not going to discuss it tonight, but episode 3, for those who haven't watched it,
has lost
it.
Please
watch it. Big Easter egg is in there, and it's awesome. That's what I'll say about that one.
hmm
Now we can go into the first episodes. So yeah, you're right. It was very chaotic. It was all over the place. All the characters needed to have their story arc started. That's why it. That's why the first episode was like, we're gonna go here. I'm sorry, camera's over here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go over here now. We're gonna go this way. And we're gonna go that way. And when you watch the first episode, you feel like you're all over the place on this ship.
Yeah,
But the
and
second and the third episode,
much
more
better.
much smoother transition.
In the first episode, the problem I had was I know it's supposed to be lighthearted, but the realistic of what happens is kind of stupid, and I didn't really like the whole what happened. I don't want to say much. What happened to the ship? That's the best way to say it.
That's the whole fun of it.
Yeah, and I couldn't like it as much, but the next two episodes I loved because they were a little more. I mean, I know it's supposed to be Star Trek. I know it's supposed to be funny. I know it's not supposed to be any realistic, but I want some Star Trek-esque to it. And the next two episodes had a little bit better Star Trek-esque to it.
Yeah.
A little. Not too much, but a little. But I want to talk about more details, but I'm not going to. Because we have 10 people. I'm really happy. Sorry.
No, but the whole thing about even the opening credit scene is funny. We can talk about that because
yeah.
The funny thing about that was one, they're going into the black hole. Then they hit an iceberg. The black hole, I think, was a riff on Stargate. I can't be 100% certain on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. But the iceberg obviously was the Titanic. They hit an iceberg and the ship starts drifting. And then
randomly show up with the Borg shooting, then run away.
But no, actually, I think that was because they were talking about the Romulans taking on the Borg cube. Maybe that wasn't. I think that was an Easter egg to the episode about the artifact. But I'm not 100% certain. For those who haven't watched the first season of Picard, sorry, we did put a spoiler alert warning on the beginning of this. Of course, we did say it was for. Anyways, it's an overall general spoiler alert. So it might have been that. I don't know yet. Or it could have been they said in the Battle of Wolf 359 that the Klingons and Romulans.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought it was about.
But then the Cerritos, it would have been the wrong time frame for them, anyways. But it's supposed to be comical. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the artifact from Star. What? Okay, that did happen in the first episode, and it was in the trailer.
It was in the trailer, so. Oh my! Yes, actually, if you were playing around like that, I would. Yeah.
But here's my problem with it. I think maybe she just forgot because she was drunk. In the second episode, we learned that she used to do joint operations with the Klingons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you forget what a bat'leth is? I think it was just, she was drunk. She was
drunk, playing around.
Yeah, having fun. By the way, for those who don't know, Mariner is my character, my favorite.
Tendi. Ensign Tendi is my favorite.
Scott?
I'd probably say Mariner.
Wow. Sorry, Jenny.
No, I like
whatever.
Too, but
no, babe, you like the doctor. You straight up told me you like the Cation.
Yeah.
The doctor's name.
She's awesome. Grumpy Kitty.
Oh my god. I want to make a comment, but I can't.
I know.
It's the last episode. The comment she made about somebody.
Yeah. There's a lot of things about the last episode we'll have to wait till next week to talk about. At least. No, but as far as the whole series goes, I mean, the first two episodes are really good. The second episode, I think, is going to set the pace for the series going forward. At least I'm hoping. So we're only 3 episodes into this, and it's only 10 episodes long. I don't think we're going to get a huge overall story arc.
I don't think it's story arc.
I think these are more like one. Yeah, they're one-off. Yeah.
So for those people who've been crying and saying, well, this isn't the Star Trek I used to know, this is probably the closest you're going to get to that. Yes, Jenny.
No. I was going to say, I thought you were going to say, I don't like people who crying who don't like story arcs. And that's me. I don't mind story arcs. I'm just not a big fan of long, drawn out story arcs.
But what do you think about the 13 episodes of Discovery. Is that too long, or is that just about right?
It's okay because it's not as severe as some other story arcs I get really annoyed with. Because they kind of break it up and they have little things going on during the big story arc.
Okay.
Like it's not constantly 13 episodes. They usually have one, maybe two that were kind of not quite within the story arc episodes. So that's fine. I just not a big fan of story arcs.
Well, like Supernatural, for example, they do like 23 episodes a year. They're on their final, and they're doing their last 7 in October, which I'm so excited. I don't know if it's going to be 5, because they only had 2 to complete the series, right? Sorry, guys, we're going to go back to Star Trek, I promise, in a second. But now they're saying it's going to be 5 or 7. So I don't know if they added 5 new ones, or if they're just going to repeat the last 5 building up to the last episode. I don't know. But they, when you talk about a long story arc, you talk about the beginning to the end of each season of Supernatural does that. They have the story arc within an overall story arc. And you're right. It is absolutely long. And the only way they get away with it is because of the fact that they break it up. They do like half of the season, give you a couple of months to, and then they bring in the second half. But at least with Discovery, we're not getting that. We get all of it in one shot, but it's like half of a season of a regular. That's where I was trying to go with that whole comment.
Yeah.
But I think
it's fine.
I like.
Sorry.
Or would you be more comfortable, like, with say Stranger Things only does 8 episodes as a full story arc?
See, I don't know. I like everything. That's the problem. Like it. I think it's when the story arc drags out too long and you get really frustrated. We're like, come on, just finish the story arc. Like the Dominion War in DS9. There's also some parts where I just get really annoyed by it.
Well, they kind of stop at it too at points.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I don't mind story arcs as long as they don't draw them out and it's like, come on. Like, well, I can't. I guess I can talk about Discovery because it's like I hated the fact of it's new season. Okay, the Doctor, and I'm really afraid they're gonna drag out his condition throughout next season and how he's feeling.
Well, he kind of did say that he wanted to make things work, and it came close to death to bring him back. I don't think it's going to be a smooth transition, personally. I hope
no, but I'm just afraid that
I'm on the other side of that coin. I don't want to see him and both of them. He came back from death. How many times, in people's lives, when you hear the stories about that? Actually, before we get into it, I do want to mention Brian's comment. It's a good thing people don't drink in the future. I think he's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
We know that's not true. Chateau Bacard, shall we say? Now, but back to the point, right? I mean, the whole thing. Wow, I just lost my train of thought.
Anyways, look at the lower deck. So we were getting very distracted by other episodes, and
I wanted. Come on, what was my train of thought?
I don't know. I'm not in your head. I don't want to be in your head. That's probably scary.
All right, get back to lower decks. Fine.
Oh look, I finished my
I'm gonna watch this again, right? And I'll be like, darn it! Now I remember.
Don't we? Can we all? But is it legal?
Michelle or Addie, right?
Well, Addie's her.
Addie. Apparently, the new thing is Romulan whiskey, and they're selling it right now. We actually talked about it a couple weeks ago. They have a whole little box kit. And
apparently, that's only for PR.
PR?
Press.
Press. Public relations.
That's
what PR means. Yep. So we can't buy it.
We were hoping.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the case for much longer.
I really want that shirt.
2 +
yes,
2
it is.
4.
No, 2 + 2 is 6.
Math. No. And that was math by Brian.
At least it's more. It's not that Common Core math crap that people are trying to teach their kids. Oh my.
No, so the first 3 episodes
Sorry.
of Dex.
I'll find a way.
Quickly, I need you to go get whiskey and make it blue. Blue food dye. Oh, sorry. Blue food dye. Drop.
So Addie, okay, we're gonna bring a little side tangent here. If we do that and you get drunk enough, can you fly?
No, we here at the Fleet 31 podcast do not support people drinking and driving or flying.
No, not her flying. She'll just get an airplane.
But Jay, what about transporting?
No, that's okay.
God, I wish she had transporters. Can you imagine? Oh, wait, side tangent again. Sorry.
Oh no. Can you? Yeah, I can imagine that. Jenny shows up in Oregon. I'm like, Jay, I'm like, what do you want, Jenny? I'm drunk. It's like, go to Scott. He told me to go to you.
You.
I can do that now. Then I'll be going to Scott's house. Like, yeah, I can see that, Jenny. I can see how wonderful that would be.
I'll
Actually,
come
that'd be
over
funny.
and I'll transport into your house, and I would take Precious and rename it Connie Pickles.
Kaylee, Jenny just threatened to take your hamster.
I
your
thought
mom's
that
hamster.
was your wife's hamster. Your wife's hamster.
Come here, Kaylee. Kaylee says, "Good luck with that."
I'm gonna transport in and steal it. I mean,
Look, it's a
that's
rat.
Snowball, isn't it?
That is Snowball.
See, I'm okay with Snowball. Precious is just a weird name. But anyways,
Kaylee, tell me to stop calling it a rat.
you sound like my dad.
On whiskey. Sorry, ignore me. I'm listening. Okay. I like that one.
We love you, Addie.
I don't know about these people. Oh, but speaking of Lord Dexter, I think that'd be a fun episode if they started transporting around to different places, being all drunk.
I could so see that because of the creators of the series.
Well, I like the episode where I'm still trying to get everybody's name correct. Hold on.
Oh, the transport will fill your drink. That would be funny. I
Oh
can
my
see that
gosh.
being Klingon training.
I'd be like crying. My drink.
I can see that being Klingon training. You know, part of your
Training is not to spill your drink.
while transporting.
Well, what if you transport and there's malfunction and all of a sudden your drink just happened to be inside you?
All right, what is John saying here? People, UK
People in UK could appear.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, but how would that customs work? Will you just not have customs anymore?
Well, I think Picard kind of gave us the answer to that. The Picard series, because when you went to Starfleet, you had to go through those special door things.
Yeah, that's right.
And
that might be where the transporters are kind of like where you can't just transport into man's house.
Yeah.
You might have to like transport to like a station.
Or the ship above will have a transporter signature on you, and it'll tell you where you're transporting into. So I'm pretty sure all those signals are being traced to where they go. Now that doesn't mean that they're not going to be dark groups, clandestine groups, that will manipulate and abuse the system.
The trust. I mean, sorry, I'm still watching Stargate.
Well, no, even Starfleet Security, Section 31, any of those groups.
Shh, we don't talk about Section 30. We don't talk about Section 31.
But we're Fleet Command.
I said Section 31, not Fleet 31.
Oh, Fleet 30. Okay.
Gosh, get it straight, Jay.
He's getting old. He's just getting confused again.
I was thinking it might be a good day. I want to get back on this topic, but I was just thinking about Section 31, Fleet 31. What happens if we did a fleet event on the 31st? 31st.
When is the 31st?
Well, the next one's in August, but that might be too
soon.
Duh.
That's a Monday.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
And then I don't think we want to do it on Halloween.
Bad.
But it's on a Saturday in Halloween.
And the first would be bad because, or 31st would be bad because that's New Year's.
Yep.
January. Hey, everyone do a fleet event in January?
We can celebrate my birthday. My birthday month.
Do it soon.
It'd be my birthday month.
When's your birthday?
The 4th.
Oh, see, not bad. My mom's is in there too. I wish you were doing the Star Trek convention during that.
But see, if we do it in October, then we can celebrate Scott's birthday.
This is true.
And our anniversary.
until you get until.
But it'll be 5 years, guys.
Sorry,
It'll be 5 years.
my throat's a little dry.
Oh, is
Jen,
that
why
it?
are you laughing? Jen's over there laughing her butt off. We saw you smiling. I love it when she gets so cute, when she gets so offensive like that. She's like, I am not like.
You better watch out. She's gonna kick you to the couch.
I like the couch.
She'll
I bought
kick
it
you
from Costco.
outside onto the deck.
You mean the balcony?
Yeah, the
Hey,
balcony.
hey, no, no. I told Jen about that. She gave me a funny look.
with the one blanket.
Yeah, no. About the balcony, the one blanket, and their friend. You hear that? My wife said no.
So yeah. Anyways, are we done talking about Lower Decks? 'Cause we keep
No.
distracting.
No. No, guys. I really want you guys to know, seriously, it's a great series.
It's a great series.
Do
It's
not
really
take
good.
it seriously. Do not take it
No.
seriously. You're going to have a lot of fun with it.
No,
One thing I've been wanting to say about this, sorry, Scott, I'll give you a second here.
Mhm.
It is so much like the military. Gene Roddenberry did not want to make this too much about the military, but a lot of his aspects were military based. The thing I love about Lower Decks is it reminds me of the time I was in the service. We had class clowns like that, or group clowns like that, Had a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie. The one thing Star Trek has been missing is that. The silly antics, people having fun. Only
Yeah.
people seems like have fun on a starship, and according to the other shows, is the captain and the command, and the first officer, and whoever the next senior person is.
Oh my gosh, the crew
Yeah.
on the Lower Decks. The
Yeah,
captain's pretty good, but the second or the XO, I'm like.
Michelle, just go into it with, or Addie, just go into it with the idea that don't take it seriously and have fun with it.
and it is an
It's great.
adult animated series on top of that.
Are you kidding me? This guy loves that show.
Yeah.
Fine, he doesn't want to come to the camera. The camera's coming to him. And Kaylee likes the show too.
What show are you talking about? Lower Decks?
Yes, we're talking about Lower Decks.
Oh, I love that show.
He loves that show.
Look
You
at
know,
her.
I think they need to understand, like nowadays and generations, kids are gonna like things that are out there, shall we say.
Mhm.
John saying it's a great show, love Lower Decks. Okay. And she says, I can't wait, I'm excited. Yes.
Yes.
There's
It's
a couple
great.
different ways you can watch it. You can, if you're based here in the United States, either you can pay CBS directly or you can go to Amazon and pay them. And I think you can get the CBS add-on extension, and it's a little cheap.
So
Cheap. I've been told. I don't know.
I want to say something about
but
Lower Decks.
Go ahead.
So if you do CBS, it comes out pretty earlier than it's supposed to.
Hmm.
But if you do Amazon, it comes out right when it's supposed to.
They did the same thing with Picard.
I didn't. I know no one told me that. I never knew that. I was waiting until it came out, and then somebody on my cruise group page, said, "Oh, hey, it's out." I was like, "You mean it's out an hour early?"
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what exactly time it comes out, but if you pay for CBS, you get it a lot sooner than Amazon.
Yeah. And when we talk about sooner, we're talking about like Pacific Standard, because that's when it releases.
Mm-hmm.
So
'Cause
usually,
it was out by 1 o'clock 1 a.m. and it's supposed to come out 2 a.m. my time. That's Central.
sometimes Picard used to come out around 11:30 at my time.
I never. But I thought Picard was set. No, wait, Discovery. It's so confusing because the first season of Discovery was coming out Thursday at 7 p.m. my time.
Yeah.
Then they went back to midnight.
Yeah.
But usually I didn't know because I was usually asleep by then.
You could do that. Michelle, the thing about Lower Decks, and I'd recommend watching it weekly, is because it so far does. I mean, it has a light canon to it, or not canon. Bad word. Sorry. I'm also a writer, so we call story arcs. We also call them canons. It has a light story arc to it, so the characters are developing, which I guess can lead us into our next topic. Star Trek Lower Decks and Star Trek Discovery. So each of the characters, even though that the overall story is not symmetry, every episode seems to be different. They don't seem to be linked too much. The characters are growing, and unlike the other series, the characters only the core three used to be able to grow. In Voyager, that was what it was 7 of 9. It was Janeway and it was the Doctor. In Picard's, Star Trek: The Next Generation, you saw a little more growth, but it was mainly Picard, Riker, and Data that you saw a lot of growth in. You had some episodes with Geordi, you had some with Beverly, but
Hmm.
most of it was featured around the core three. So now we get into the new generation of Star Trek, starting with Star Trek Discovery. Yes, the main focus is on the primary character, Michael Burnham, but all the other characters are getting full story arcs too. And they sprinkle it in when they can. And somebody's commenting. Okay.
Well, I don't want to post it because it's talking about the third episode.
Oh, which one?
Both Johns.
John, yeah, we can't. We said we weren't going to discuss that. Sorry. So,
Yeah.
anybody in the chat, I guess you can see it if you want to, but we'll cover it next week.
Hmm.
Now, the thing I do want to say, though, is Lower Decks is a weekly episode series. You could technically watch them out of order, and it wouldn't make that much of a difference.
No.
It may not. It might make a couple scenes here and there be like, wait, why did that happen?
Confusing.
Okay. Yeah, a little.
Mhm.
But overall, the story you wouldn't be confused.
I wish they would. Hopefully, they do a story of what is his name? The cyborg guy, and why he has the cyborg. Because they mentioned it. He just got it. I'm not gonna. I mean, you could tell he has it.
I totally forgot his name too.
Like I said, it's only 3 episodes in. It takes a while to get the characters known,
What's really crappy
and they
about
have
that is
unique names.
I've watched it at least 3 times already. Barry watched it a 4th time.
What
I
is
still
his
can't
name?
remember his name. For guess you haven't heard or you're just joining us now, my favorite character is Mariner. I love the way she acts.
Tindy. Love Tindy. I love Mariner too. She's great, but I love Tindy too.
You know what it is about Mariner that I like, and you see it really in the second episode starting to come out. Yeah, she's just wild, offbeat, lives by her, plays by her own rules. But there's a reason she's that way,
Mhm.
and you start getting to a picture of
Well,
it.
and it's explained more toward end
No,
of
the first.
well, it is explained in the first, but it pays off one of the later episodes too. So
Yeah.
why?
Speaking of next week's episode, it's really going to pay off.
Oh yeah.
Next week's episode, according to the trailer, is really going to focus on the relationship. Since we could talk about the first episode, we learn at the end of the first episode that Mariner is the daughter of the captain.
That's a big spoiler, but big spoiler alert.
Well, yes and no, because it makes sense. Why is she on this ship? If she's really that bad of a person that she is, why is she
Yeah.
there?
Mhm.
Actually, in Star Trek writing, I'm going to go jump real quick. I have 2 characters that we're working on. They're not necessarily the best characters, and they're like, yeah, we know what we got put on this station. And they're trying to redeem themselves and they're trying to build themselves back up. Because writing the same type of characters over and over again is kind of lame. But on the same token, that's why I like Mariner's character, because she did screw up. Something bad happened. And the things that you learn about Mariner is she is a team player. She is 100%, she's selfless. But she also is young. She has a fun side. And I really wish I could discuss episode 3 so I could really bring up a great example. But let me see what other examples I can come up with. When she sees something that she doesn't like, or she sees somebody doing something that she thinks is going to potentially hurt them or affect them, she'll
look at the
step
first
in.
episode. Look at the first episode. She got caught by. Okay, well, spoilers.
Well, second episode, I think, is a better example. I know what you're talking about now.
Well, they catch. Boiler catches her. Yeah, the Ferengi.
That's the second episode.
Mhm.
But
No, the first episode when they got caught. What I was talking about was she got caught giving out farm supplies to the aliens.
Yeah.
That shows how
that goes to her character.
and how well she is.
In the first contact team.
Yeah.
Now I'm here on the second, but the thing I like about her character is she is so generous, and there's nothing she won't do for her friends.
Yeah.
And there's so many things. I mean, She is literally the anti role model, but she is a role model to all the other lower decks. She knows what needs to be done. She knows how to help them, and they're not screw ups, even though they might like to have fun and act young and dumb.
I
You know,
want to know what because they made a comment that she was like higher up in the ranks and then she got demoted.
Mhm.
So I'm
I want to know
curious
why.
exactly why. Yeah, I want to know exactly why she
I'm
Sounds like
hoping.
another Trek character we all
I'm
know of.
hoping in episode 4.
to
I'm
bring
hoping
it
in
up to
episode
her.
4 they bring it up
Yeah, especially
when
since.
mom and daughter butt heads.
Mm-hmm.
For those who have seen the trailer's already out. I guess there's a scene where mom and daughter are fighting, and she's like, "Don't you dare do the focus!" So she's like, you know, walks out the
So
door.
the
The
board
trailer,
cyborg
not
character
spoiler.
is Rutherford.
Yes, I heard that
Right.
earlier. So yeah,
Okay, I just
Ruth,
make sure
he had a
Rutherford.
fun. I I really want to see his story develop,
I do
I do
too.
too.
and I
'Cause
felt like the last episode they didn't really give him much to do. So I'm kind
no,
of hoping in a future episode because I love that first episode where he's on the date. The date's going great, and what happens? He screws it up with one little thing.
yeah,
The door should
Mhm.
never opened. But that is such a thing that you would do if you're coming straight out of boot camp, or you have your mind tunnel vision of other things, or you're like, oh, wait a
I
second.
just
Yeah,
I
go
just
ahead.
love that he's on his date and there's like I'm not gonna say it something crazy going on in the background
Yeah,
and they're like, so what's your favorite music? Like they just like it's average normal day.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, they do have to, but that's what we're saying, guys. Don't take it seriously. Because what happened on their date was completely unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's over the
Yeah.
top. It's funny, you know. But it kind of reminds me of like some of the other. And I think that was actually a trope rip off of other franchises and things that we've
Hmm.
seen, especially like in comedy horror movies or certain supernatural shows. Not supernatural itself, but other shows you've kind of seen things like that before. Like, oh, so how's your day going? As they're shooting out the bad guys. You've seen that scene before. And that's the thing I like about this series. You get Easter eggs, not just in Star Trek. If you
Hmm.
look hard enough, you can see. And I'm waiting to see our first Rick and Morty Easter egg.
You know it's got to be coming at some point.
Gotta
Yeah.
be coming
Gotta
sometime.
be.
I'm just hoping it's not episode 10, the final episode.
Yeah. Well, if not, we do know this has already been renewed for season 2. They've already come out and said it, so maybe
Yeah.
it'll be then.
I
Oh,
hope not. I want this season
so change of random subject, but same thing.
quickly because I want to get back into character development.
Discovery, I noticed CBS All Access YouTube posted some of the short treks on their YouTube page.
That is in I think because they're being nominated for something.
Mhm.
Yeah, so people who don't have it and want to know what the Trek like if you want to go watch one to see if you want to get Discovery, it's out there. The one my favorite, Children of Mars.
Which has nothing to do with Discovery.
No, but it was part of that one. But anyways, that's
Uh,
really good.
I will also argue that not Lord X. Sorry, Short Treks has nothing to do with Discovery in the second season. Short Treks. For anybody who doesn't know or wants to get interested or excited for Strange New Worlds or Strange New Things,
Hmm.
what is it? Strange New Things or Strange New
Strange
Worlds?
New Worlds. Strange New
Strange
Worlds.
New Worlds. Watch the Short Treks. You have one of the first officer, number one, and Spock is in there.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah,
there's
that's a good
another one
one.
where they have a cadet and Pike, and and they're testing her and making her a member of the crew. And wasn't there another one? Oh, yeah, there was an animated short
Yeah.
where there's two of them, and one of them had to do with Discovery, and the other one kind of had to do with the Enterprise. And it was kind of a fun, cute little thing. But
Yeah,
Sorry, I just thought about it real quick. So
yeah,
I would say there is probably one short trek that ties into future Discovery coming out in October.
yeah.
well, the whole
And you know
first
the one I'm
season-
talking about.
Yeah, the whole first season. At the end of the first season, when they did their first short tracks for season one, they all except for one tied into Discovery.
Hmm.
The one that I think Scott's talking about is the same one I'm talking about right now, which is Calypso. We
Mhm.
think it's going to tie into season 3 because in
Anyways,
season 3 they announced that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I didn't want to. I just saw that when I was on YouTube earlier today, so I
Yeah.
wanted to give it out before I forgot about it.
Well, the thing I like about that one though is in Calypso you learn that the Discovery is 1,000 years in the future, but nobody knows where the crew is.
Yeah.
So makes us wonder, how are they going to open it up? Is that something that happens during that season, or is that what happens in the beginning of that season? We do know from the trailers and from what little information they gave us that Burnham and the Discovery crew are not together.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's going to be an episode, a few episodes, until they reunite.
I hope this not a story arc.
Of course, it's going to be a story arc. Every
No,
every
I'm
season
hoping
of
the story arc
Discovery.
not be. I'm saying where they're trying to get Burnham. That whole entire story arc is Burnham trying to get back to Discovery.
You know what I want to know? Speaking of character development, Discovery is now in the future, right? No captain, no Federation. Who is going to finally command the Discovery going forward?
Saru.
You think Saru?
Mhm.
Because we had 3 people who are technically qualified.
This is true, but if they stayed as Starfleet principals, it'll be Saru.
Saru.
I kind of hope it's Saru, but they also have Michael Burnham.
I
She
can
was
kind of
fully
see Michael
reinstated.
Burnham.
She was
Yep,
fully reinstated.
Mhm.
They have Saru, the first officer, and then they also have the Empress, Captain Giorgio. But that was kind of weird because they called her Commander Giorgio at the end of the season.
Yeah.
They specifically made it, and it felt so weird. But they wanted to hit that point home, like Commander Giorgio. Like, really?
I hope it's not her. I'd rather have Saru or Michael.
I love her character. I just hope she's not the captain.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're setting her up for her own series. Michelle Yeoh, for most of you guys who don't know, or maybe you do know her, or maybe you haven't given Discovery a chance, is a phenomenal actress.
Mhm.
She
Well,
is
there's rumors going
phenomenal.
on that they're going to have a Section 31.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's been up for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
mean, they wouldn't have those nice ship sets if they weren't going to do something with them.
And the same thing happened in Enterprise, and we all know what happened there.
I know, but you could tell from season 2 with the Enterprise bridge that there was
Yeah.
definitely something else coming.
Yes, Addie, I think so too. I'm hoping it's Saru. I'm hoping they don't bring on another character, because why would a 930-year future version somebody want to command a ship that's 930 years old? And I seriously hope. I'm kind of hoping that, like, oh look, we're in the future. We have no ships. We have no technology. We're beaten to the Stone Age. Here's Discovery. We can rebuild. Discovery has a database. you know.
what an
Sounds like
interesting. Yeah.
I'm making wild speculation. Maybe the Federation is as desperate as it made it sound like during the trailer. I don't know. That's why I said this is all speculation, guys. And in
Yeah.
7 weeks, we get to
Mhm.
find out.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh,
No.
I'm so happy we get Trek for weeks, months.
Basically,
altogether.
till almost the end of the year now.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure they're going to do short treks again,
Oh yeah.
leading into Picard series.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I can't wait.
I'm
No, but as far as
excited.
character development, Star
Yeah.
Trek Discovery and Lower Decks have done a really great job developing characters.
Mhm.
Yes.
And if I know for some people that kind of bugs them, and other people it doesn't, but because of that and the development and the smaller story arcs, you're going to get a little more sometimes. But they're not going to develop every character like Rutherford we were just talking about.
Yeah.
They're not going to develop every character every episode. They're going to mix them up. They're going to have fun. You're going to have your primary character still, but now, like I said, the new formula doesn't exclude people. You're not going to have your Worf memes that say no this, no that, no this. That was literally all he was good for on the series, right? Then you have Geordi, who's the desperate, love crazed engineer who mostly loves his ship, but when he meets girls, he doesn't know what to say to them, and screws it up. I mean, I'm tired of those tropes, and I'm really excited to see what they can do. I really like, we've seen a lot from Tilly already. We've seen a lot from Michael Burnham growing.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And maybe next season they'll give her a third expression. She only has 2 expressions. That's actually a meme going around right now. She's like, "Man," or something like that. I can't do it justice.
I like what Addie said here. Oops.
I was
You
trying
should
to
try
show
it. I was trying to show it at the same time. it's been hard for her to separate between Burnham and Sasha from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I think she's really done really well, but a character in Discovery. It's true. It's really hard, and just in general, when you know a character from
Mhm.
somebody else, and then you see them in something different, it's so hard to like block that one character out and change it to the other. I had that with
But the
what's
characters
her
are so
name?
different. The characters are completely
Right, but it's hard to like change over.
Yeah.
Totally different characters. Like I had that with oh my god, what is her name? From Doctor Who. She
I
played
have no
Amy.
idea.
She played Amy.
You said Doctor Who.
Amy
I
Pond.
Oh, yes.
She played Amy Pond. I cannot think of her name at the moment, but also she played in Guardians of the Galaxy. She played the sister of she played the blue robot with oh my god, I cannot think of names at the moment.
That's all right. We get the idea.
But yeah, anyways, I see. It's really hard. Yeah, Nebula.
Yeah, Nebula. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but so that's the one thing I really like about the whole series and about going forward. And what I really like about this whole thing is the fact that we get all these characters, we're getting these developments, and we're getting full story arcs, and we're not having to. Personally, I like the smaller series seasons. I'd rather have 13 good episodes than 23 with a bunch of bad ones. We
Mhm.
don't need
Mhm.
episodes like Threshold anymore from Star Trek Voyager
Or the night.
or the night. God, please no, 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 no.
Oh come on! You don't want to watch somebody talk about turd? Oh, look like a turd.
No. Hey, look, we have 6 comments all of a sudden. Read the
Karen.
text. Wait, no, read the text. What text, Greg?
If you scroll down to the next comment, I think that's what he's talking about.
Karen Gilligan.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember the delay, so they're hearing what I was just trying to think of the names of.
Oh.
Remember we talked about this. The delay.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for running away from me, Kaylee. My daughter's over here yelling random things. I think she's talking to a friend.
Stop saying yes, please. This is wrong.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go back.
I
To
don't
what I
have
was talking
kids
about
at the moment. I mean,
Hey, you want to babysit? I'll fly me to Texas.
No.
you're gonna pay me?
I wanna fly to Texas.
Sure, I'll pay you with an Attagirl. Attagirl?
What the?
I'll babysit Kaylee, but you can have Nathaniel.
Oh, you'd rather have Nathaniel. He's a better one.
No, I like Kaylee.
So Aunt Jessie, no. So the lady we went to go visit last week, her name's Jessie. So Aunt Jessie and Uncle Ryan said, Kaylee is so much like you. Are you sure you want a little mini me around? But we both fight over that lady. I'm a Doctor Who fan. I'm sorry, John.
Don't
Don't
be
worry,
sorry.
John. I am too. I'm going to convert him.
What, are you gonna beat me on the ship until I do?
Yep,
Hey,
I will going to convert him.
You remember the beatings will continue until morale improves.
Hey, that's my line. Hey, where's that line from? I remember that, and I stole it a long time ago.
I think it's Full Metal Jacket, isn't it?
No,
I
Watch that in
thought,
ages.
I
That's
heard
great.
it
I
there.
don't think it's from Full Metal Jacket.
You know, there's a thing called Google.
Well, why
Ooh,
would we do that?
can we turn into random
Oh,
chat?
Google Fleet?
Google Fleet.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Move us to general chat.
I have to get over there. Hold on.
It's not that difficult.
Shut your mouth.
Okay, Mom.
Because I have to leave in 15 minutes. I want to talk about some random stuff. I recently found out something called Ryko Googles on Twitter.
Mhm.
And oh my gosh, they are freaking hilarious little tweets that he tweets out. There's this guy who does Ryko Googling. He Googled about one that said, do what?
Nothing.
Huh? Who? Why?
I'm
How?
listening.
I'm trying to go find the Twitter so I can show y'all because it's freaking hilarious. He Googled like I can't remember now. Hold on, now I gotta find him.
I got it.
Oh,
If this is the correct link,
I found him. I got him now.
just one of you guys share the screen.
I will share the screen. There's a cat tickling my back of my leg.
We have one comment. Oh,
I think that's it.
Okay.
Riker googling. Oh boy.
And he's googling like difference between like prime directive repose. Is data singular or plural? Like the one
Galaxy
I saw.
class starship console explosions recall.
Maybe bypass the followers. Living on a starship, on a living starship, can totally get pregnant.
Hang on, knock jokes.
Hang on, knock jokes. Go down. I want to see one of these. Ah.
Wait, hold on. Oh wait, I know I can click on it. Those comments.
Greg, if you're watching, we would love to have you on.
Ah! I hit the wrong button. Hold on.
Oh, did you? Oh.
It's easy to do.
Well, I'm on my mouse.
Or hit me.
No, I hit the wrong button. My cat is gonna get tangled off my cord. Just a minute here. I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
River. Let's see what they said. Oh, they're all like knock. Who's there?
Kaprach, the unforgettable. Kaprach, the unforgettable. Who? You redacted. I will sow the lands of your descent. What? Okay. Not really good. knock. Who's there? Dishonor who? Dishonor your house by asking silly questions.
Knock. Who's there remains cloaked.
So that was funny.
That was great.
Hmm.
Do you mean Klingon? Knock. Who's there? Bert who? Bert of Brady cloaking. Knock. Who dares knock on my door of this great house? You know who it is, Patak. Come out and face your death. Today is a good day to die. This is the way the Klingon can't do knock jokes. I think he meant this is why Klingons do knock jokes. Knock. Who dares disturb me?
Me.
Krag of the interrupting house of Kompog. Krog the dog.
Yeah, so these are friggin' hilarious. So if you want to go into Raku Googling, I just came across him. So yeah. That's something I learned today.
Well, Greg was asking to come on the show at some point. I sent him an invite link if he wants to join us.
And Addie, River is currently right here. You can't see her, but she is giving the stink eye.
Is that the cat?
That's the cat. She's now rubbing against the. Look, there's a bell.
Like that background.
Oh, look, there's me coming on in 9 minutes.
Who is? What is this?
Sesame screen share.
I don't know
Who is this? Incoming transmission.
Starfleet Command.
Hey guys.
Oh, look at him being all fancy.
I know, right?
How are you guys doing?
Look bad, huh?
Day,
you have your own view screen and everything.
I know.
Oh yeah, I can do cool stuff like that.
Are you doing that through StreamYard or through like what do you call it?
OBS.
OBS, yeah.
Good stuff.
I should look into doing OBS. Hey, how did your son's camping trip go?
Or
day trip?
Yeah, right.
So for those that don't know, Greg joined us on our fleet event last weekend, and that was or last Friday, and that was a lot of fun. Kind of want to do another one soon. And you missed it earlier, Greg. Jenny wanted to give away more of my money, but I guess we're not going to be doing the Cahoots game.
I can do the Who Can't. I have about 8 minutes before I need to go. Do y'all want to play the Cahoots?
It takes more than 8 minutes.
Where's my headphones when I need them? Oh, there it is.
It takes more than 8 minutes. Okay?
Well,
So that way you can do 30 questions next week, and we can have
There we
Cahoots. And we can schedule it in.
yeah. Hmm.
Jenny's like, about that. No.
There we go.
Do the Cahoots games.
Huh?
How about you make the questions?
Are you going to type them in?
No, you have to type them in.
This should be less feedback now, I think.
Oh, your feedback was fine. Scott, she makes
Yes?
me want. She wants me to do work.
I mean, you are our fleet commander. You're supposed to.
Really,
I did do
River?
work. I did do work.
Really?
Seriously. You know,
Oh.
I dissolved the executive council thing.
He's now supreme leader of the empire, you know.
No, we still have the sector commander is still there. We just have to figure out, Greg, what to do with them. I like the idea. I like the principal idea behind the executive council. It's just I don't like putting separation between the CEOs and the commander. I like us to speak with one voice.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hard when you're like, oh, well, you're not part of this little special group of ours, so we're going to go ahead and discuss things, and we're going to exclude you. I don't like that. You know, so changes need to happen. I mean,
I can't
there needs to
see.
be more open communication, and Jenny left us.
She'll be back.
Yeah, I know she's admin. She can join whenever she wants. Well, she has a login credential, so as the admin, so maybe someday we'll actually figure out Zoom and get her own second co-host seat on there. Till then, I'm just gonna have to switch it back and forth. But no, Greg, we're trying different new things. But one of the things we were discussing earlier was Starfleet International's invite offer, and looks like there's Jenny disconnected. Device not connected. You guys can't see it, but there's actually a screen. What? Are you waiting for me to bring you on? Oh, there you are.
Sorry, River had somehow closed out of my Chrome.
Okay.
I'm telling you, River's learning how to do stuff.
I mean,
Well, here's a question I have.
that was
Speaking
her
of,
just a
like-
minute ago.
Oh wow. Here's the question I have, right? So 4 of us I think is good enough. 6 of us kind of get small. Hey, Greg, has Steve actually gotten 10 people on at once? How small are the screens?
Yeah, they start to get little.
It's like in Zoom when people get on, they get smaller. You're like, ah. And then as people leave, you start getting bigger and bigger. Like, oh my goodness, stop it, baby.
What are you watching, son? Sorry, I'm just gonna not look on this side of the screen. Because if I do, I'm gonna watch my son watching guys get their heads shaved. Strangest thing. Oh, now he's watching cat videos. Oh, Nathaniel, stop! Jenny,
So, what else? Random topics I need to talk
oh,
about.
those are random. Trust me.
I know general topics.
Those are random videos.
Um,
Random fucking videos.
something else I was gonna say, and I forgot what I was gonna tell y'all about.
It's the professionalism that sells the show.
Yep.
That's a line from
Hey.
Emilio.
Again, how did y'all like the countdown? That's being professional.
The countdown? Which countdown are we referring to? Are you referring to this one? No, that's theirs.
No.
That was
Referring to
quick.
this one?
Yeah.
Hey, how did you make the image bigger? Because when I played it, it's so small.
I just clicked play
That-
and it made it
Oh,
big.
did
That
Does
is
it just go?
actually, it's part of that whole video that Jenny's friend put together.
So it starts off small and then it gets bigger?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she did that.
Okay.
So you can watch it go whoosh.
Right up in your face.
Hey, she do a lot of work. StreamYards
I
has
like
lots of, but they also have lots of strict guidelines to
Yeah.
put videos up like that on there. So
Mm.
it can only be certain how big it is, and it was a lot of work, but she did it. So yeah,
We're really grateful.
Midnight Skies. I think she sent me it. Midnight Sky Media
.com.
is her .com. I'm double checking before I tell y'all. So hold on.
So you're almost out of time, Jenny.
I know. It's
I could be
okay.
on all night.
Well, it's only about 1 p.m. here, so I could be on all day and night.
Wow.
Yes, it is midnightskymedia.com.
Okay.
It's her website. So if y'all need anything, let her know. That's what she does.
Nice. We really appreciate her for that.
Oh, it posted. Okay.
It posted in both of them.
Okay.
I only
Is that
saw
what
one
the-
on YouTube
Is
first.
that what the 2 new comments are? Because I was in the wrong screen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, look, I'm posting things.
Wow, you're amazing.
What else can I post? I'm just kidding. No, Scott, don't get any ideas.
Scott doesn't have all the special permissions like I do.
Like, you mean like you owe Jenny $200?
I do not owe Jenny $200.
You do owe me $200.
Give me some slack. I'm gonna give you some slack.
He still owes me
hey.
$200. Hey, have you
Here-
checked the chat lately? Because on our Facebook chat, because I may have not have changed your name.
Again?
You weren't supposed to tell him that.
Why would did you seriously change my name again? It just says Jenny Hay and Scott Sterling.
What's your name?
I don't have a name apparently. Let me say something. Hi. You realize I have no name, right?
Oh, you do?
It's not showing for me.
Really?
Here, hang on. Let me share a screen with you so you can actually see this.
I don't know.
Let me go to this share screen.
Maybe it doesn't show on Facebook. I mean, maybe it doesn't show on main computer and just on phone.
Okay. There's Greg.
Oh, it's so tiny.
No, hang on. Why am I in this page? Where?
Oh, you have old school Facebook.
Still, yep.
Oh, I'm jealous
Why would you be jealous?
because I don't like the new layout.
See, look right here.
Do you not see what it says right there above?
Nope.
You can't read that line right underneath the purple line?
This line?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, there's nothing there. I take it down and I substitute it with my own. That is funny though. So, I don't think they can see it because it's kind of too blurry on here.
Yeah.
It says, Jay, you're very smart. Or you can substitute out the word smart for dumb. You see what I have to put up with, Greg?
Yep.
Wow, Jenny. Oh, no, that was Scott. Wow, Scott.
No, that's what she changed it to at one point.
Dumbass, really?
That's what I changed it to.
And they did this because, Greg, I fell asleep because I had to work graveyard Thursday night.
But, okay, you didn't.
Go ahead.
But he didn't tell us he had a wet graveyard. He just went to sleep. So we was starting to freak out because we didn't know where he was and thought he was like, dying on bed or something, or die on bed. Dying at a street corner.
Street corner, huh?
Wait, what do you think I do for a living?
That's why he was so tired.
I don't love you long time, Jenny. No.
Oh, that
Wow,
was great.
Jenny. Wow.
No, I mean, we thought you were like, I don't know, dead somewhere.
I felt dead last night.
Well, that's because you didn't sleep.
No, I tried. When I got off work at 12 o'clock, I tried to get some sleep, and I just couldn't. It was so hot and muggy, even inside the apartment, because, it brings in the air. Air conditioning was cool, but it felt a little muggy even in the apartment. It's like, ugh.
That's why you put a fan in your room.
I do have a fan in my room. It didn't help.
Oh,
I mean, it was nice and arctic in there, and I had my sleeping bag on. I tried to fall asleep, and I just laid there. Like...
I hate that.
So I went to bed at 9
Anyways,
p.m. last night. So if you want to know why I didn't respond last night, it's because I went to bed at 9.
but you told her she went to bed, so it's different.
Oh, I did my best. I might have. I don't know. I can't promise you that my words weren't.
Oh yeah, there. Should we go back to the
It wasn't my
conversation?
best English, okay? It wasn't my best English. I did remember just try to say goodnight.
Let me see if I can go back to that conversation
I was
here.
really tired, okay? That is my excuse. You hear that, Greg? It's my excuse. Kaylee, who are you talking to? Kaylee's like yelling and using words like transporter.
Just reading all the texts. Hi, Michelle.
Oh. Okay, there's pictures of waffles I sent you. Did you like the picture of eggs I sent you today? I'm trying to find what it said. Like,
Jay's like, no comment.
Well, my mom always said if you don't have anything nice to say, shut up and drink your drink.
okay, that's true. I did have a 2-hour nap for the nap whatever I was last night, so I can't say I had any sleep.
Oh no, you missed the part before that because I lied. I said I hadn't slept at all in like 30 plus hours.
Oh, that's right. He goes,
and
I haven't
realized-
slept since 5 a.m. that yesterday.
Yeah, and then I had to correct myself because I did get 2 hours of sleep.
Then he goes, I'm so tired, I can't even tell the truth. Maybe in my head, or I have no sleep. But I can't say this. I have had very little sleep, and now I'm rambling and mumbling, and I really should go to bed. Cannot. And Scott goes, I got you. Get some sleep.
Yeah, no, literally.
That
I
was the
using
whole
speech to text.
conversation last night.
I literally used speech to text, and I was trying to get it. I was like, I haven't got any sleep. Oh, wait, no, you know. Then I remembered that, like, I had 2 hours of sleep. It's like you didn't really need to know that.
Guys, if
Oh,
you
I had
ever
it.
want to just join us in conversations, poke us, because we have some
We had some very fun
Odd.
conversations.
Odd conversation.
odd conversations.
That too.
And we bring up a lot of random little inside jokes like the balcony and you know.
Yeah, Greg, you want to go on a cruise and sleep on their balcony and share a blanket with me?
No.
So yeah, I need to get going. But when are you gonna sign for that cruise, Jay? You better sign up. Stop paying for it now.
Yeah, I should, shouldn't I?
Who knows? I don't know if our cabin, you should
Now I think I want to be on a different deck than you. I'm
okay.
afraid I might get drunk and you might throw me out on the balcony tonight just to mess with me. So I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night. You guys will be sleeping. I'll be like, "Let me in." Hello.
Maybe. Who knows? No, we don't get drunk on the cruise ship.
No.
Well, you don't expect me to be on that ship sober, do you?
You have to be on the what?
What the heck are you yelling at? Kaylee's like, "Don't knock on the window. You went crazy, sir."
Okay.
Kaylee. Jeez.
Well, I have to go. I don't know about y'all, but I have to go get ready for work.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off as well, Jay.
Okay.
So,
I think we can call it here. Greg,
sorry,
you're always
guys.
welcome hang on, Nathaniel. You're always welcome to come back on, Greg. We can have you as a regular guest, or we can or even interview if you'd like in the future.
Okay.
Would love to know more about Australia and about our local chapter down there, and
Yep.
you can plug in your other fleets that you belong to. You can have a fun time with it.
Oh, I guess
But when Jenny
we're
leaves,
better all
I like-
engage, warp, and leave, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, my
I
wife
have to
wanted
work,
to watch Lower Decks anyway, so.
and I got to get ready for work.
And I have no idea what Kaylee's doing, so I want to go over there and find out.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should be a dad and make sure she's.
Random conversations, random things she's yelling about. I think I probably need to go over there.
It's like, okay, real quick. It's like when you when you at a board game, like when you're playing board games and you're at a friend's house and they're all playing different board games, you're all kind of random like, no, how dare you kill me? Like you can't do that. Like hear your conversation with everybody else yelling at each other from board games. Sorry.
No, I hear you. All right, guys.
All right.
Well, I think we're gonna call it a night.
Night, guys. I'm
Night,
broke,
guys.
Randy.
Prosper.